Hey YouTube, this is a new segment that I thought I would try to do. I don't know how often I'm going to do it, but this is going to be called Recommended Reads. I thought I would start out by recommending two good books that I thought were really good. And I figure if you're watching my channel, and based on the things that I read, you might also like these books yourself. So let's try it. Okay, first up we have The Road by Cormac McCarthy. The Road is about a father and son that are in an apocalyptic world, and they are in search of finding like safety, paradise. It's the only way I can explain it. Yes, this book was turned into a film, and it has won a Pulitzer Prize. So it's a really good book. If you're used to reading only YA dystopian novels, you might want to try giving this book a try. Like I said, it's a very, very good book. I love the relationship between the father and son. I was going to recommend it to my oldest boy, who is 15, but he wasn't interested in reading it. But I think it's a very good story, and the relationship between the father and the son and the adventures they go through while they're traveling. It's set in what I would assume has been a nuclear holocaust, because there are cities and towns that are still on fire, and they're traveling. There's like no animals and like very few people, and they're constantly on the move. And they run into different, obstacles along the way, and different things happen. It's a really touching story, so that's why I really liked it. I've never read anything else by Cormac McCarthy, but I really, really like this book. I will have to admit that I saw the film before I read the book, and the film is a very, very good translation of the book. There were some subtle differences. There was a little bit of extra detail in the book that was not in the movie. But it was if you're one of those people who's kind of lazy and doesn't want to read the book, you can see the movie and get the same feel. But you're going to be losing out on a few details. The next and final book that I am going to recommend in this video is I Will Fear No Evil by Robert Heinlein. If you've never read anything by Heinlein, this would probably be a good start. It is kind of like classic, really, really classic sci-fi, because they talk about rockets. It was written in the 50s or whatnot, and so all they know of space travel and stuff is rockets. They thought we would be traveling for tourism in rockets in the future. But this story involves a multi-millionaire guy who is very, very old, and he wants to live forever, so they do a procedure where he gets a donated body and they transplant his brain into another body. And the surprise twist that happens with the body he gets, he wasn't expecting, and he learns how to cope with it and how to deal with it. And it makes it for a very interesting story. I don't want to reveal too much about the body he gets, because it's kind of one of the pivotal moments in the book, and it would definitely be a spoiler if I was to reveal that. But he writes very strong characters, and it's an almost believable world. It is set in a kind of dystopian future, I would say, because it's kind of there's a lot of crime and people fly around in hover cars, much like in Uglies. I thought it was a hell of a book, and the surprise twist of the body he gets and the relationships that revolve around that are very interesting and make it for a good read. I have not read any of other Heinlein works. I think that he did Starship Troopers, if I'm not mistaken. That's one that I think is on my to-be-read list, and that one was made into a film. So I think that one might be on my list to read. But this is my first and only Heinlein book I've ever read, and I highly recommend it. I thought it was very, very good. It is a little, period placing, because they talk about rockets, so it is that 1950s kind of. If you've read Ray Bradbury, you'll and you liked Ray Bradbury, you'll probably really like this book. I don't know, the cover might reveal a little bit about the story, if that helps at all. But excellent, excellent book. That's all I got for you now. I will be doing another book haul video probably very, very soon. I've got a mass quantity of books, and I'm thinking about calling it my bountiful book haul, since Thanksgiving is going to be coming up here in the United States. And I got a shitload of books, literally, shitload. Yes, shitload is a standard unit of measurement. But that's all I got for you now, guys. Alright, till next time. Peace.